You can open your writing books to the page last week when we started filling out our KWL chart. We filled in our K, which stands for what we already know about honeybees. What does the W stand for? Oh, you're reading what you wrote. Who remembers what the W stands for? Listen, the K means what you already know. The W is
what you want to know.
What you want to know. And what's the L? Do you remember what the L is going to be? Right in.
What do you want to learn about honeybees?
What did you learn? So we didn't do the L because first we have to read something where we're going to learn. Okay, but first I want to share what we know about honeybees so we can talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to listen to each other's questions. So Tim, what do you already know about honeybees? Your K, what you know.
Honeybees suck nectar from flowers. Bring nectar from flower to flower.
So Tim talked a lot about nectar. Nectar is something that honeybees eat, right, from flowers. And then he talks about bringing it from one flower to another flower. Do you know what that does when bees bring nectar from one flower to another? Do you know? Right, do you know? It's helping the flower grow. And how is it helping? Because I heard you say that vocabulary word.
It's helping the flower getting the pollinate.
Pollinating, yeah. Do you know what that means, Denzel?
Nope.
When you're pollinating flowers to help them grow? Maybe we'll learn more about it in the book. I'm not going to give away too much. What did you say that you already know, Denzel?
Honeybees thing. Honeybees get pollen from flowers. Well, honeybees.
Oh no, this is the reason you have to sign them out. Sign it back in.
White.
You have to walk over
And
to
yellow. Honeybees
Honeybees live in trees, Denzel says. They are black and yellow. They sting. And what was your last thing? They bring the pollen?
No. Look for what they live in trees.
No. The one that I missed. They get pollen. Good. Right, and what did you write that you already know about honeybees?
Honey, the flowers, different flowers, honeybees live in a beehive.
They live in a beehive, so not just a tree, but a hive in a tree. And you said that honeybees give honey to flowers. So you said that they give pollen, or they get nectar. You said they get pollen, and you said they get honey. So I don't think that they get all three of those things, so when we read, we're going to have to think about what are the honeybees getting, what things do they get, what things do they do, and then what do they make. We'll have to figure it out. You said...
Pollen.
Yeah, you said pollen.
Yeah, they get pollen.
Okay. Now, let's hear some of our questions that we're hoping that the book will answer. Right, and what did you say you want to know? Hold on 1 second, okay?
How do they bring honey to different flowers? What do the flowers get? How do the flowers get the honey from the beehive?
Oh, okay. So think about that question you said. How does the farmer get honey from the beehive? Do you think that they're getting honey from flowers? If the honey's in their beehive? So they get some honey from flowers and they bring the extras to the nest? Or to the hive? Tim, do you agree with what Brighton is saying?
Yeah.
Why? What part do you agree with? What do you agree with? Listening? Ask him to repeat himself.
How do they bring honey to different flowers? How do the flowers
So do you agree that they're getting the honey from the beehive? Saying that you get some honey from flowers and they bring the extra to the beehive. Do you agree with that? Okay. You think that they're getting the extra honey and they're bringing it to their hive?
Because they get a lot of pollen from flowers, and they bring it to different flowers.
Okay.
The farmers actually have this box.
Oh, they have a box. And what's in the box?
The bees and this little racket and then
Okay.
put the honey in it.
Oh, and the honey is in the box with the bees, and it sticks to this racket. Can you read your questions that you have that you want to know?
How do they select nectar? How do they make their beehive?
Very good question. Stands out.
What was you gonna say?
Can you read what you want to know about honeybees?
They did a lot.
So we need to write a little neater next time so you can read what you wrote. Okay, can you read your other question? Do they like water? Okay, so these are some questions, and I want you to think, as you're reading this story today all about honeybees, I want you to think about what you're learning. What are some things you didn't know that we'll be able to add to our L column of what you learned, okay? Think if they answer some of the questions that you're wondering already, some of your what you want to knows, see if you can find the answers, and then see if there's something else that you learn
I
about them.
see one thing.
What?
That's the queen.
This one here?
Yeah.
How do you know this is the
It's
queen?
the biggest.
The biggest, the queen is the biggest. So as you read, I want you to think about what you're learning that we're going to add to our chart.
All about
Please are reading now.
honey.
Yes, we're whisper reading.
Some It is nectar.
150 eggs inside. Very neat. All right, well, let's get reading. We'll see what we learned. Good job reading the title right in.
Then they
The flowers bloom on a warm summer day. You can hear
In the
the
hive,
sound of bees
a bee
in the ground. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Little honeybees fly
many
under the
bees
flowers.
live in a hive.
This bees are working.
Hold on one second, Brayton, before you flip the page. On this line, you said you can hear the sound of bees in the ground. What word do you think that is if you look a little bit more carefully? Do you know what AR say when they're together? They say R. So try to sound that out now. G, R.
Honey,
Hold on, look carefully. G,
honey
R.
is for the
What's the last part?
But other animals like honey too.
Garden. Does that make more sense if the bees would be in a garden than in the ground?
Take honey
Yes. Keep reading.
In the garden,
The bees
little honey flies
the
around the flowers.
sting
Can you sound it out?
Bees are working.
sting
S-
Cells
cells. Yeah.
is inside
to save their hive.
nectar. So inside the
Bee.
then lots of the
Chunk the word. So that part's B. What's this part?
Keepers.
Yeah, beekeepers.
People like honey too.
into honey.
Beekeepers keep bees in
In a bee
hives
honey is filled. In a bee
like these. The bees bring nectar to the hive.
Called a beehive.
cover
to like a lot of little boxes.
Let's look at this, Denzel.
Are called
You said to save the hive.
kill.
What word is this?
Their
Their hive. They're protecting their home.
kill.
people like
Oh,
bunnies
so he
too.
was right. The bees put the nectar into a little.
The C's making the S sound in that word?
Yeah.
So what's the first sound? No, I said the C's making the S sound.
Cells.
Cells, good.
Cells. Then lots of bees flap their wings very fast. Very fast. This out the nectar, sucked out the nectar and turned it into honey.